Sociology. This is a 10-minute video on the creation of what we call sociology. Sociology. A Finiku. Sociology is the study of the laws surrounding the social sciences, which are biology, psychology, pharmacology, and sociology. In this video, we will discuss the difference between elder law and civil law. We will also discuss how sociology shapes today's society as it relates to biology, psychology, and pharmacology. Each of the social sciences are given in administration. Most healthcare professionals will work for the Department of Health. Each state has a Department of Health that adheres to a national association. In the United States, the American Medical Society and the American Medical Association assist in creating policies for healthcare professionals. The responsible person for the national health of all citizens in the United States would be the Attorney General. Each area of the social sciences have their own association. For professionals that practice psychology, they would usually become a member or certified through the BACB, Behavioral Analysis Certifying Board. Again, each social science field will require different certifications and adhere to different board administrations. However, each administration is considered a national organization. Let's talk about civil law. Civil law versus the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. Civil law includes what we call civil rights, and these rights are there to protect individual classes and classes of individuals under this law. Each individual who falls under a protected class are awarded rights. and certain specific rights. So this is how the civil rights law looks. There's a list of protected classes, and if you fall under any or all of those protected classes, then each class that you fall under, you have a right that goes along with that. Now, in elder law, the very first law that was ever enacted outside of the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 laws in the U.S. Congress, is this House bill called Barefoot Boy Act. And Barefoot Boy Act was enacted into law and into Congress on behalf of Washington State, a barefoot child who did not have any food and was uneducated and wanted to learn. And so a governor enacted this Barefoot Boy Act. Now, in 1964, we do understand that the Civil Rights Law and the Civil Rights Act was signed, and in 1964, specific rights in these protected rights and protected classes were created. And it's a little different than our Barefoot Boy Act, because again, the Barefoot Boy Act was back in, I do believe, the 1894. Then you have the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court enacted Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954. And here's the thing about when we take our Bill of Rights and our 10 rights that we had under elder law that protects the public and the individual, and then we find a need to create and enact a protected class in a civil rights law that says we will protect specific classes and they will come up with specific rights. What happens when everybody can claim at least one of those protected classes? Are we all really protected? Then there's really no protection. Now, in 1895 is when House Bill 67, sponsored by Representative John Rankin Rogers, is the gentleman who enacted, and he was the governor because there was no U.S. Congress and there was no Supreme Court. So, there you have it in a nutshell, a comparison between the Bill of Rights and the Civil Rights Act. A finicule. Sociology.